At the start of 2018, two speedrunners would try to find a way to beat Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Tag Force 4 as fast as possible, and after a little bit of time they found the information they needed to do so. And so on 2nd of April of 2018, Shadwick would become the first person to hold a world record in Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force 4, with a time of 1 hour 11 minutes and 38 seconds. 2 days later, randoms would snatch the world record with their first and only submission on the Tag Force 4 speedrunning leaderboard, with a time of 55 minutes and 49 seconds, an improvement of nearly 16 minutes. Almost 2 weeks after that, Shadwick would get his number 1 spot back, with a monster's time of 42 minutes exactly, almost 30 minutes improvement from his last submission, and 14 minutes faster than randoms. It was downright impressive in terms of RNG. So impressive that hardly anyone would try to beat that run ever, and silence began for the next 2 years, until there was someone willing to actually spend a lot of their time in trying to beat this record. themataurian is a Twitch streamer who has been speedrunning since 2016, and throughout his journey he's been able to snatch world records left, right and center. It's safe to assume that he has more world records than I have IQ. Anyways, to have so many world records means that you have to dedicate a lot, and I mean a lot of your time, just to have the glimpse to hopefully one day, one run, get good enough of a luck to claim the number 1 spot. In the span of the next 2 years, as I've already said, nobody would try and step foot on the Tag Force 4 speedrunning leaderboard, except themataurian. For his first PB on Tag Force 4, themataurian got a time of 58 minutes and 9 seconds, which was pretty impressive for a first run, as well as a run in which he didn't use DMC.
Yeah, this will be sub 1. We've achieved that goal. So we went an hour 15, an hour 12, down to whatever, 58 minutes in 1 day. So that's a pretty huge improvement. I think that's it. 58.09, I think it's you win on that screen.
After that, he had set as a goal to at least beat the second spot run by randoms.
But yeah, I'm still confident we'll get a couple of runs of this today. Like I said, determined to get the sub 55 and get into second place at least today. And then we'll start working that time down to 42 minutes, which I believe I'm capable of doing.
On this run, themataurian managed to find DMC really fast and also managed to get 2000 dueling points right from the get-go.
Yes! I got the perfect start, yes! GG. Survivor. Well, we're in second place now, guys, on the speedrun leaderboards. 46 minutes 44, we're only 4 minutes behind world record pace.
Naturally, things got even better for themataurian, as his next PB would get him very close to Shadwick's world record, just 30 seconds away from the sweet 42-minute run, but not quite there yet.
4 days. Getting that, so Gigabyte's back. I'm only 50 points off from winning, damn. That would have been about 6 seconds off pace. Damn. GG. So I'm 30 seconds behind Shadowway now. Not too far behind, that's another personal best.
Naturally, things got even better for themataurian.
I'm close. This is going to be so close. This is borderline. This could be world record. It's touch and go. Come on. I needed to do nothing on our last turn. Come on. Come on. Got less than 20 seconds. Do nothing. Do nothing.
And finally, after 762 days, and after tens to probably hundreds of attempts, themataurian would become the first person to beat Shadwick's world record with a time of 41 minutes and 48 seconds.
We've done it. I don't care if I stuffed up my time. That's world record. Yes! Come on! Tag Force 4 world record by about 15 seconds. Yes! I didn't think I'd do that. Brilliant.
For the next 1 year, there would be another person to join the Tag Force 4 speedrunning leaderboard, a British lad who was willing to grind just for the top 3, with a time of 46 minutes and 20 seconds, which isn't that impressive, but it still managed to get more attention on YouTube than a regular any percent attempt. And also thanks to the fact that the video was receiving more attention, YouTube decided to recommend that exact video to me. Ever since I was a tiny dumb kid, I've always wanted to be the best at something something. Problem is that I'm pretty much the exact opposite of that. You've heard of the phrase jack of all trades, I'm jack of no trades. Anyways, one day at around the end of January of 2022, I finally decided to take matters into my own hands, and after several hours of looking up other speedruns and trying to replicate them as best as I could, while listening to a Talking Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 sub podcast, I managed to complete my first run ever of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Tag Force 4 with a time of 1 hour and 30 minutes. An impressive feat that would leave me at the very bottom of that speedrunning leaderboard if I were to actually submit that run. I obviously didn't stop there. For the next 2 months, I would dedicate most of my time in trying to get better at speedrunning this game. On 4th of February, I would get a time of 1 hour and 31 minutes, that being my second ever completed run in general, as well as my first recorded / streamed run. On the 8th, I would get a time of 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Wait a minute. Okay.
On the 11th, I would get a time of 1 hour 13 minutes and 45 seconds. On the next day, I would start my stream with the goal of beating Tag Force 4 in under 1 hour, which would mean that I need to improve my time by almost 14 minutes at the least. On my third attempt of that stream, I would get a new PB with a time of 53 minutes and 7 seconds, which would not only achieve my goal for that day, but it would also allow me to finally get into the leaderboard.
Yo! Top 4!
And with one of my goals finally getting completed, I started setting on even harder ones. One day I decided to set on a challenge which I would call the 14 days challenge, in which I had to get the world record in 2 weeks, or else that would be it. I would give up on that dream of becoming #1 speedrunner on Tag Force 4, and I would move on to other things.
I wanna leave. Wait a minute, where did I save? Oh no, I'm quitting. I'm getting the worst thing ever. I'm quitting. I'm going insane. What the fuck is wrong with this game? I'm so mad. I'm sad. I didn't keep my promise. I didn't do this in 2 weeks. I didn't even get remotely close to the world record. I have failed so many times. My patience is gone. I'm mad. I'm starting to have a headache. It's done. I failed. Bye bye plebs in here.
After I got the new microphone, I finally had more freedom in regards to streaming and speedrunning. I mean, I can finally understand what I'm saying.
Oh my! Yes! Let's clip that.
Hey. 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 What's going on? What's going on? This one to everything. This one to everything. This one to everything. What's wrong with us? This one to everything. What's wrong with us? This one to everything. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us?
1 month after the 14 days challenge had ended, I managed to get a new PB of 43 minutes and 26 seconds.
Bye bye plebs, it's fucking disappointed as always. You know what, at least I got new PB. I improved by a minute and a half. I should be happy.
In June, I decided to challenge the themataurian to a 1v1 speed race on Tag Force 4. In August, let's just say that many things didn't go our way. The themataurian had issues with both his PC and internet, and thus we had to delay the 1v1 by a little bit. Fortunately, it was something like a delay of 3 hours at most. Despite that, let's just say that I had to take a look at 3 animals at the same time while I was speedrunning. On top of that, I decided to have a call on Discord with the themataurian, which was a massive mistake. This is what I was hearing throughout the entire stream.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's
All
do
right.
it. Right, so guys, I'm just changing up all the men.
I obviously didn't win, but it's not like I can blame themataurian for that. It just happened that I was at the wrong place at the wrong time type of deal. And it was a new experience for me nonetheless, so I guess that's a positive.
That's the worst time ever in Tag Force history.
Either way, for the rest of the year, while themataurian managed to be the first person to ever beat his own world record twice in December, I uploaded 2 videos I've put hundreds of hours on, one of which was that 1v1 with themataurian, so you can check it out. And the second video being my proudest video yet. Both of those videos underperformed by quite a large margin, and I managed to end the year with not just a lot of fails from YouTube and from themataurian, but also I had crappy things happen to me IRL. As the new year came, so did I. Just kidding, maybe not. Anyways, I kept trying to make things work on YouTube and IRL, and from time to time I would still occasionally try and speedrun Tag Force 4 as well. At around 9 PM on a Friday I would come back home. I started watching the new Trash Taste podcast which just came out featuring Premiere 2. After hearing around 30 minutes of the podcast, I decided to be a little bit more productive. Instead of just listening to the podcast, I would speedrun while having the same podcast on the second monitor. Worst that could happen is I fail the speedrun and that's really about it. And so on 3rd of February of 2023, I would complete my first run of the day of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5G Tag Force 4 with a time of 40 minutes and 27 seconds, which would get me on top of the speedrunning leaderboard. 8 hours later I would lose this world record to none other than themataurian. It's been 5 months and I still haven't recovered. Bye bye plebs wasn't here.